Hello again everybody, Genghis here, and here we are on Prokhorovka with a leopard. Sorry for the kind of longer video break, but I was basically lying in my bed with a lot of fever and headaches and stuff. It wasn't really fun. It didn't feel like the YouTube videos that much. Anyway, it's standard tier 10 matchmaking, couple tier 9s around, and for some reason they also have a Panzer 2, which just doesn't make sense. Couple tier 7 scouts. So yeah, what I noticed immediately though is that we have a lot of tier 10 TDs. They have 2 waffles and 2 Jack Brunty 100s, but like we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tier 10 TDs. So that's kind of, I mean, this is a very TD map, so it's not that bad. But they are not going to be very active. They're not going to spot anyone or push anywhere before the game is over or something. However, if I manage to light up enemies in the area where our TDs can shoot, I can expect them to get destroyed rather quickly, basically. So I'm going to have to work on that. My famous driving interaction, and the T62A over there profits of it to put a nice shot into me. So, yeah. Good job to him, I guess. Anyway, at the beginning, yeah, I did a nice early spot. Spotted a couple tanks going towards the railway. Well, railway and then toward the hill, probably. Wanted to get a shot on the E75, but he was down in the valley, I guess you would call that. So for the moment it's just, the standard Prokhorovka setup. 5 of our 6 CDs are camping on the 1-2 line. Problem is that they're really camping very far in the back, except for the Object 268. So they're not going to be able to shoot anything, which is not YOLO or rushing somewhere. I got shot there, something bounced on me. Now, I don't really have the armor to bounce something, so bouncing is just lucky. Although it's probable that it was not the biggest gun ever. But I now know that there's someone somewhere over there who is rather high up in the terrain, and at least has decent camo or knows how to use some bushes, because he didn't get spotted when he shot me, and I have a rather insanely high view range on this tank. 496 meters if I'm not wrong. Like, out of the top of my head. Try and be really cheeky there, get a snapshot off on the moving E75 Scapola. I keep moving, I'm really scared of Archie, because one Archie shot is able to end the game for me. And yeah, according to XVM it's XVM thinks we will win, but if I'm dead, XVM is going to change their opinion, if you know what I mean. And it's a close game anyway. So I see a T62A up there, he's more or less full down though. Take a blind shot anyway. Because shooting is for free. And again, I try being very cheeky, going for the 75 Scapola. Now don't worry guys if this game is stalling a bit slower than you might expect. It is gonna be rather very close and interesting further on. But Prokhorovka is not really famous for quick games, is it? To say it kindly. The E75 of the enemy team just ate a big shot, probably from the Jack Brunty 100. Well, one of the two. And yeah, I take a shot at the pattern there. Pretty sure that one hit. And what I do right here is I hold the right mouse button and the left mouse button so that the gun stays aimed in the same position, and left mouse button to shoot as soon as I'm reloaded. And I look around myself, so don't tunnel vision. So yeah, in case basically the pattern either got tracked or just didn't move because reasons. So yeah, try and keep moving around between shooting the 1-2 line, spotting the 1-2 line, and shooting the hill. And right now, like, this is the weirdest push ever, but two T-57s and two Jackpot C-100s are pushing up next to the railway. Now at the beginning I was like, what the fuck is that bullshit? But it's actually working because we don't have a lot on the hill at all. We have one E4 and a newly dead D62A. And the E4 is not really smart enough to stay unspotted. Or not able to, whatever. So the E4 is now destroyed. 62A is not going to survive much longer. The VKB is stuck and basically dead. So that, you know, rather weird push was actually a really good move by the enemy team, because as soon as the VK is dead and stuff, they're gonna have control over all of this area here. While we basically gonna be, you know, left with only this. So they will have a lot of map control over us, which is really bad, and they will have the entire hill, which is also really bad. I get a really weird bounce there. I think I hit the back of the tank at like a 89-degree angle instead of the flat side, which was huge as a house, so yeah, go figure. Panzer II takes a nice shot there. Now we've got a Patton there in the back, trying to defend the railway, which is really important. It's really important that in case this kind of situation happens, you don't allow the enemies to cross the... well, I'm taking out 62A there, or helping it. You can't allow the enemies to cross the railway, basically. Because if they do, then you've basically lost the game. If you haven't won the rest of the map or something. So while the Patton is over there, I'm not really a good tank for that. I don't have any armor. I'm gonna stay back here and just focus on completely supporting the Patton. I get spotted, so I immediately back off. There's a Jackpot C100 aiming at me. But you know, this is not the time to concentrate on not taking damage. This is the time to concentrate on doing damage, because you want to do so much damage that the enemies don't dare going over the railway. You want the enemies to notice, oh shit, my buddy, Jack Panzer 100, who just looked over the railway, got wrecked. Get really unlucky there. Bounce off the T-57 turret side, I guess. Oh, turret front. He was a one-shot, so it would have been a nice shot. Then again, I get lucky, some guy manages to bounce on me. T-57 goes over, hunting for a shot on him. Bounce! Oh, critical, hit him again. But he gets taken out by the Jackpot C100. No, by the RT. Oh, okay. RT. Jackpot C100 number 2 now tries to go over. Now we've got an E75 still kind of defending the railway. But it's not looking good, because like I said, now they managed to cross there, so... yeah, that's a C62A shooting me. We really have to either stop that, or take them out, or do something else. I'm focusing on trying to take out that one Jack Panzer. I'm more or less spotted all the time here, so I have to be very careful. But now, the E75 took out one of the Jack Panzer 100s, and the RT took out the other. So now there's only T62A who's one shot left in that area, which allows me to go over there and take him out, hopefully. Which is why I'm now proceeding here. Now I'm not going straight at him. First of all, I want to get safe from the hill, and I want to use these bushes here to conceal my approach. Hopefully not get spotted by him. Also, I still have no idea where one enemy waffle is, and even the other one could have relocated, so I have to be kind of careful. If they are on the hill, for example, I could have a bad time all of a sudden. I managed to take out the 62A, which is always nice. I have a look over the ridgeline. There was a 5120 somewhere over here. Put a shot into him, retreat. Juke him a bit, he tries to shoot me. I shoot him between the railway, which is something I really recommend doing. Just got accurate guns. When you're close to railway, or like to, railway cars or whatever you want to call it, it's really easy to shoot through them. So yeah, do that. Our Patton is telling me to take care of RT. I'm used to that. So I just ping him affirmative. Now I go up here. I want to talk about this right now. So it cleared that area, or this area. I went up to spot here and get rid of the 120, and to spot the hill. Now I wouldn't spot everything on the hill, but with my view range from here, I would spot tanks in the open on the hill, or tanks shooting me, or I would at least notice if I get shot at, which is basically why I poked out. Either I spot something, or I get shot at, or someone is on the hill and doesn't want to shoot me. So I didn't want to go over here on my own, because this is where my TDD stood, or camping. I want to stay with my, support. So this is why I, after clearing this area, proceed back into the middle, to keep spotting and playing the game from here. We now have basically numerical, and yeah, well, we have an advantage more or less in everything. It's just about finishing the game off. Waffle gets destroyed once I spot him. Pretty sure that was me spotting him. I managed to take out T-71. And now it's just one Waffle, one RT left. So, time to go spot. I go forwards. Of course. Use the bushes. Don't want to die because Waffle spots me and goes click, 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 Those who watch me on Twitch will know what I mean. But anyway. I use the bushes, do some nice wiggling, because wiggling OP. Throwing over that tree was a bit of a mistake though. Managed to spot him up there. Try and use a ridgeline to be able to shoot him. Do so, and he gets destroyed by Waffle. And now it's just the arc left, gonna speed it up. And wait, what? Oh, there you are. Oh, it's behind you, right? Also, the pattern said, good game, Leo, and I said, you too, because he did a really good job. He did a nice job spotting the middle, and then he recognized he had to go back here, defended it as well as he could. So, good job to him once more. Let's have a look at the stats. So, I got an ace tanker, high caliber, and a Confederate. If we look at the team score, I did nearly 6,000 damage, so I did quite a couple of blind shots that I hit, which doesn't really surprise me, to be honest. As you notice, I like throwing out blind shots wherever I can, whenever I can, all the time, and especially on maps like Al Haluf, Malinovka, Prokhorovka, yeah, and so on. It's really easy and common to get a couple of blind shot hits if you just know where to shoot. Lakeville is an example. Lakeville, I can spend 10 shots at the beginning of a game just blind shotting TD locations, and I recommend doing it. I also earned 1,232 net experience, raw experience, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, raw experience. I only got 2 kills, but I don't, it doesn't really matter. And I did 4,638 spotting damage, 6,000 damage, as I said. So it was a rather good game, because I more or less reacted to the situation. I did some nice spotting, and yeah, did some nice damage. Got 100,000 credits for it. Brutto, of course. 30,000 netto because of big repair kit, and I don't know, actually because of ammunition. Wow. Yeah, okay, because I shot 34 shots in that game. Ammunition at tier 10 is expensive. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this replay, and yeah, remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and see you next time. Bye bye.